And here we have 9301 Windboro, a very interesting floor plan that they have up here in the Windcrest area, and I've never seen anything quite like it before. It sits on a nice corner lot where we have a secondary entrance into the master on the side, a two-car garage with a beautiful garage, a nice stucco exterior, and composition roof. As we come into the home, we enter this little courtyard space with nice archways leading to the front entrance along the side of the garage. Here, we also have our hot water tank, easy to access, and of course, our entrance. Now, as we come into the home, have some nice thick carpet and tile, a large walk-in coat closet on our side, entrance to the wet bar and kitchen, living room, and the bedrooms. And let's go ahead and start with the bedrooms. Both bedrooms seem to be a fairly good size. You have ceiling fans that have been brought in with little cords that are coming down. This one has a really nice built-in desk. And of course, both of them feature great big walk-in closets. Now this one's a 3-bedroom, just over 2,000 square feet. And each and every bedroom has nice walk-in closets. Now this is the downstairs bath that's shared by these 2 bedrooms. Nice sinks. Original cabinetry and knobs. And you can see both the sinks have some very functional medicine cabinets. Have our commode behind the door. Plenty of storage above it. And a great big handicap accessible walk-in shower, which is really nice because it goes all the way down, giving it plenty of space. And it's tiled all the way up to the ceiling, which is a great plus. Finally, the second bedroom, which is even bigger than the first. Ceiling fan in the center. It's kind of interesting. They have another secondary light right here. Okay. And beyond this is their little craft closet. Look at that. Okay. You see the little spokes that they put their bobbins on for their all the different threads. And that's pretty functional. You don't really see that too often. Very interesting. And then back here, of course, another great big walk-in closet. Let's go ahead and get this light turned off. Very interesting. We'll continue through. Before we make our way to the kitchen, we'll just kind of poke around. Have a nice little linen closet right off the front. Our air intake for HVAC systems. And here we have a great big wet bar that could just as easily double as a desk or an office. We have our sink here. Plenty enough cabinetry along the top. Tons of space for a nice chair. And what looks like a nice little hole that they'd cut into the wiring. Beautiful thing about this is it overlooks the entire living room. Now, this living room is probably by far one of the more interesting living rooms I've seen in a while. We have a beautiful little step-down place, great rails, and just amazing architecture. We have this little ledge that goes along the entire inside. Nice ceiling fans. Just a huge brick fireplace. Beautiful door on that. It's both gas and wood burning. You can see where they have plenty of electrical outlets to plug in a lot of things. Great big bookshelf with a little section to, looks like a little section for propping up a book that is opened. And again, we can see this huge space. And interesting enough, other space kind of tucked in back there, which is accessible from the attic. Now that's only accessible from the attic. We have this section here, which is just a little bit wider. I don't know if you can actually walk on it. But if you were, you'd get to this door, and the other side of the door is a nice little patio up there. Nice little balcony, but the problem is, the only way to access the balcony is through that little ledge and that little door going into the garage. It almost looks like they had some stairs at one point, but I couldn't figure for the life of me where it would be. To our side here, we have another great big dining room. I really love what they did with the colors on the crown molding and everything. We have a window that's cut out that enters into the kitchen. And this great big built-in. Plenty of drawers, nice mirror, fantastic tile work, and plenty of storage. Some beautiful cabinets. If we take a look back here, right off the dining room, we have a great big enclosed Florida room with plenty of windows that can open up, let in a nice breeze. You know, the screens are all nice and in place. A couple of windows, looks like they could be cleaned. And there you can kind of see where the balcony is up there a little bit. And we have our door heading to our backyard. Backyard's nice and small, very low maintenance. Sliding glass door going into the living room. We do have a sprinkler system back here. Looks like they have a sprinkler system and soaker hose. Door going to the street. Looks like they had some small dogs they're wanting to keep in. But here, you see our great big patio. It's up top. Beautiful little functional backyard. The architecture on this home, like I said, this is completely custom. This isn't something you see really ever. But the architecture is just stunning. Come in. Wow. Now let's take a look at the kitchen. Kitchen has 12-inch tile. Original cabinetry, which is really nice. We have our built-in oven and room for a microwave. Our sink with a little space behind to decorate. Dishwasher and space for our refrigerator. Refrigerator itself is fairly interesting. Interesting little sections. Have another drawer for all those cookie sheets. Dishwasher looks in pretty good condition. Doesn't really seem to have a lot of calcium deposits or buildups, but we do have a water softener on this one. It's a smaller oven. See here, we have a vent that's vented out. And it looks like, kind of hard to say where that's going to. Nice great pullouts. Built-in griddle. like that's vented out. This could very well be vented out through the wall, but it's hard to say where exactly it vents out to. Have to put in a little bit more research. And here we have the pantry, which they came in with more additions for canned goods and spices on the inside of the door, which makes that very, very practical, very functional. As we come back through the wet bar or office, we come down the hallway to where the garage would be, and our downstairs full-size bath, which would then be used by the guests. Again, with two great big medicine cabinets that are built into the mirror itself. A single sink on this one. And a lot of storage and cabinetry behind the sink. We come in through here, we have a little skylight that comes into our commode and full-size bath. Which again, we have our combination tub and shower, right? With a little extra bump out, giving it just a little bit more size. Before we head on into the master, which is a nice little treat there, let's poke our heads in the garage. Now our garage, as we can see, is not your standard two-car garage. Sure, we have the two garage doors here, but we have additional storage, additional room on either side, and it's exceptionally deep. We have fantastic built-ins for a nice workshop, plenty of light above it, and just tons of pegboard that you could utilize. We have our pull-down access into the attic, and our washer and dryer hookups out here in the garage. Now, if that's not enough storage, or if you need to have some stuff that we could put away, back behind here, it looks like the drawers themselves that could be loosened up a little bit. We have a lot more storage, a little closet that could be enclosed. And here we have our water softener, which is just fantastic. The only thing this is really missing is a little AC in it. And it's not even really warm, but it would be a perfect place to spend a lot of time. And finally, we come to the master bedroom. Nice floors, good rug. Again, it has the same tall ceilings and nice beams, huge windows that the living room had, keeping it theme with the architecture. Now on this one, it actually doesn't have its own attached bath, so you would end up using that. That would be the master bathroom there. We can see they have two twin-size beds in here, just a little bit bigger than a king, and a little vanity. Again, another great big walk-in closet. And here, interesting enough, the master has its own outdoor living space and entrance. Come right up through here. Little doggy door leading into the garage. Have our AC unit. Nice little courtyard space. Door leading out to the street, but very private. Wow. Again, just a very, very interesting architecture on this. And so concludes the tour of 9301 Windboro.